Assalamualaikum and hello. So in this question, I got two different structures. The first technique, you have to label the structure because you are going to use your labeling in your answer. So I'm going to label as unknown A for the first one and unknown B for the second one. And now I'm going to talk about their solubility. As we know, we got two factors that affect the solubility of alcohols with water. So in this case, the first one is based on the number of hydroxyl groups. So you can see that in structure A, you got two hydroxyl groups attached to it, while in the structure B, you got one of it only. So based on this case, you can say that A has higher solubility than B. But in order for you to explain that, I'm going to teach you the first point. You have to talk about the number of hydroxyl groups between two compounds. So the first point, you can say that A has more hydroxyl group than B. And the next one, you can write it down for the next point. What can it contribute? It can say that A can form more hydrogen bonding with water molecules than B. So this is the second point, talk about the hydrogen bonding. And the next one, you can say that A has higher solubility in water than B. So please mention about the reaction of hydrogen bonding with water because we talk about the solubility. In this example, you use the first factor, the number of hydroxyl groups. Now we got example 2 where I need to compare the solubility based on these two names. So what you're gonna do, the first one you have to draw. So let's draw it first. You got 4-methyl 2-pentanol. So pentanol, you got 5 carbon atoms. So I'm going to draw 5 carbon atoms. Give the numbering for your structure. And after that, you got at position carbon number 2, you have OH. And position carbon number 4, you got methyl. So next one, I'm going to label this structure as X. Now I'm going to draw 2,4-dimethyl 2-pentanol. So same goes, I got 5 carbon atoms. Give the numbering. And after that, at carbon number 2, I got OH group. And at carbon number 2 as well, I got methyl. And also at carbon number 4. So now, this structure, I'm going to label it as Y. Next one, the second step, you are going to calculate the number of hydroxyl groups in the structure. So you can see that both of them contain the same number of OH group, one of them. So this is for X, this is for Y. So can we use the first factor as our reasoning? No. Now we are going to focus for the next factor, which is the molecular weight or the size of the molecules. The molecular weight depends on the number of carbon atoms in your structure. So you are going to calculate all of the carbon atoms, including the parent chain and the substituents. In this structure X, you got 6 carbon atoms. So I'm going to write down this one, 6C. And for this structure Y, you got 7 carbon atoms, 7C. So between these two, which one has the molecular weight that is more heavier? Of course, it's going to be structure Y with 7 carbon atoms. So I'm going to write down the first point as Y has larger molecular weight than X. This is the first point. And the next one, you can say that about the hydrophobic area. So Y as your subject has larger alkyl groups which give larger hydrophobic area than S. And the last point, you can say that the solubility of Y is lower in water than S. So Y has lower solubility in water than S. So these 3 points are the answers for example 2. So I hope all of you are clear about how to describe the solubility of compounds by using the factors, number of hydroxyl groups, and the molecular weight of your alcohols. I hope you can analyze your question given from your exercise, which factors you are going to focus on and which layout you are going to use as your answer. So that's all for this video. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you and bye.